Greetings, Tobago people. Greetings, TPP family and people who subscribe to the organization Fan-wide. I am here with the Venerable Secretary and the candidate for Scarborough Mount in the upcoming election on Monday. And we have done in the past, I think maybe from 2023, there are about a few lives around the island. James and Baynes live, and of course we did what would have been the final one today, and we thought it would have been useful to be in Scarborough in a very iconic spot, but unfortunately from the reports that we received, because the information was so critical and there was a lot of noise that it took away from the significance of what we were trying to do. So we thought it would have been prudent to do this over. So the purpose of this really is to clarify some things and of course to put some additional information in the space. Remember, we keep saying that the vote on Monday has to be a vote, an informed one. And we know that there are various bits of information in the space and so on. Some of it, of course, is untrue, and we have to put clarity and add more information that we think is valuable to the public. So, Secretary James, I know it's been a long day. The campaign continues and culminates pretty much. We have our final meeting this evening in the Roxborough area, and then, of course, tomorrow we have the motorcade and that kind of thing. And I know every day you've been on it, and one can understand you've been mentally exhausted and physically exhausted, but it's critical for us to put this information. And the theme is facts, figures, and fortune. So I want to jump in, first of all, Secretary, with some of the things, following up on some of the things that you've been sharing in the past couple of weeks or week or so. And today we saw one of the contractors put out some information to suggest that they did work, as if to say that you were not, that what we were putting out was inaccurate. And I want you to clarify that, and also to reinforce some of the things that we were talking about as it relates to the what I call rape of the Tobago Treasury by a kind of almost like a contract mafia. What are your thoughts?
It is unfortunate that I have to come and do this over. But I wanted to speak to what I saw today and what I saw on Thursday as the contractors of Tobago attempting to reform, to reinvigorate the Tobago Contractors Association. The Tobago Contractors Association is an old organization. In 2012, a group of us, myself being one, I was of course then a very small contractor, attempted to restart the Tobago Contractors Association. I was then the interim president, and some of the contractors who are dead now, who were prospective members. Granted that some of them stopped attending meetings and stopped associating when they were offered projects by the THA. But let me say up front that a contractors association in Tobago is a good thing.
Right.
As a government, when we are voted back into office, we will have no challenge in treating it a representative body, because there are in fact challenges in the industry that need to be ironed out. Now, to feel aggrieved or to feel it necessary to respond to things during a political season, in essence, speaks for itself.
Right.
What we have put out are in fact facts.
Right.
Fact number one is that contractors, multiple contractors, I just focus on one for emphasis, but multiple contractors participated in a process where they were selected, hand-selected, source-selected, and given projects without scope, and in some cases offered a price which they accepted. In a lot of the cases, or accepted payment for works that were not done.
Right.
The substandard part of the work issue is an issue to be dealt with elsewhere.
Right.
A lot of the contractors as well accepted prices which any reasonable contracting company will know that the price was extraordinary.
Right.
Now, this is not untested and untrue, an opinion. We have an example that we have spoken about where a contractor actually got payment for a project of $14.4 million,
Right.
and subcontracted the entirety of the work to a local smaller contractor for $479,000.
Right.
This is not in question. This is fact,
Right.
and I presented those facts with receipts previously.
Right.
We were just reiterating
Indeed.
what in fact happened.
Right.
Now, when the meeting was held in Moriah, I presented fact number 2, that a specific contractor was awarded 25 contracts on the same day,
Right.
which to tender, if they were hand-selecting it, sent it to a hand-selected contractor, who then must have been able to visit the 25 sites,
Right.
develop a response, a price and a response, and then give it to the division, and the division had to evaluate 25 contracts and award all of them
Right.
to this one contractor on the same day.
Secretary, hold on.
That's what I presented.
So hold on, right? So the parameters of giving a contract, a company receiving a contract, and so on. What you're suggesting, what you're saying, in fact, right? It is for that to happen, for 25 contracts to be given on one day. Is it not reasonable for reasonable thinking people who know about this thing, for them to be questioning this thing and to suggest and to infer that there must be some kind of corruption afoot with this, because we know there is evidence that that there is another contractor who did works in Bethel New Grange, you understand, that got 25 contracts almost on the same day too. So the questions that we are asking, these are not unreasonable questions. What are your thoughts on this matter?
Well, you were getting past the life and getting to the figures.
Yes.
But the fact is that part of what we presented was not in question. It's not in question even today. When the response, I'm assuming this is a response by the contractor, not prompted by a political party. When the response came today, what was put forward is evidence purporting to be of works done in various locations in Tobago, to say that work was done on the contracts. We have no question that some works were done.
Right.
Like I said, the quality of the work and all of that, and the value and so on, could be contested elsewhere.
Right.
I am not here to contest whether a particular contractor worked in a particular location on a particular project or not.
Right.
What I know for a fact is that several contractors sent in invoices for work they had not done,
Right.
and received payments.
Right.
That also is a fact.
Yes. And the example.
And when we presented with examples,
Yes.
this was a reiteration to remind the Tobago public
Yes.
that this massive, maybe nice and say anomaly in the contracting process of the department, the Division of Infrastructure, took place.
Right.
And any reasonable person would conclude that there must have been some massive collusion
Yes.
for that to happen. This is several contractors, and we have at least 3 contractors who receive several contracts at the same time,
Right.
without competition,
Right.
for extremely large sums of money,
Yes.
and all of whom receive payment for works that they did not do.
Right. I mean, and that
Those are the facts.
that had to be a concern, because the contractor where we saw the invoices and so on, and the claims and so on for works in Bethel New Grange, at that time we saw 25 contracts. 24 of them was in the Bethel New Grange area. One of them was out of the district, and those contracts total $86.6 million. Now the point you made,
25 is a big number.
of course, and I just this is
Because if they decided,
of course,
to cover 25 for you,
yes, and 25 for the next month,
C, 25 for P,
right,
25 for W.
right, and further, and I wanted to hear your thoughts on this, because that contract, the one that you mentioned a while ago, for $14.4 million, that is the Sesame Street contract. Now, I am from Bethel, and Sesame Street was a cul-de-sac before, so the contract itself, the project itself, was a good project, and the residents has always been asking about the possibility of this road being open. So when the price came to the division, obviously that was one of the contracts that attracted our attention, because we have several of those that we needed to check the veracity of the work and check the price and all that kind of thing. That was one of the contracts that should have had, according to the contract, asphalt service, and we saw that was a concrete service. And when the forensic officers came to check on the projects, that project was one of those projects. And the officers went and checked the quality of the work in Sesame Street, and valued the work in Sesame Street at $1.3 million. 1.3 million was the value of the experts of the quality of the work. The question is, Secretary James, how could works that were valued at 1.3 million cost the THA in 3 invoices $14.4 million?
You have to ask the minister that question.
Yes.
We have asked him that question many times and he has not answered.
Yes.
But of concern, so those are the facts and some of the figures. But of concern for us is that we've had this response coming to the fore in the middle of a campaign season, being posited as an apolitical response, and suggesting that there has been capacity building in Tobago, and the group is now willing to work with any government that comes into Tobago, and saying that they believe that soil selection was wrong and is wrong, and so they are now willing to want to participate in a free and competitive tendering process after making a fortune. And that's why we have to have the 3 F's:
Facts, figures,
and fortune.
and then fortune. I mean, one of the things. Yeah, go ahead.
The issue really is this: that we have presented information to the public that has not been refuted. We have demonstrated. If anybody is reasonable, that the PNM and the cohort of contractors participated in, at the very least, a collusive arrangement designed to ferret away millions and millions of dollars from the Tobago people, and preventing the Tobago people from getting the roads and the infrastructure that they need.
Right.
Those are that's the other fact.
Yes.
No. To end this thing, I just want to say to Tobagonians and Tobago contractors generally, I still see myself as a contractor. I grew up doing construction contracting, doing tenders, taking off quantities. My whole life has been in construction industry. And so some things you can fool me with and get away with me with.
Right.
Now, no doubt, any government in Tobago ought to welcome an association of this type. And I'm sure that we will welcome an association of this type, and we will treat the association when we get back into office. The question is not that. The question that Tobagonians must ask themselves, is it apolitical for a group of people to get together and say we are apolitical, but we are responding to this now in the middle of the campaign, supporting the narrative from the other side, trying to castigate what we've presented, facts
Right.
and using their fortunes to be able to do it. So they're gonna must ask themselves that how it is that a contractor is unwilling to see. Here now, we did this thing. We were offered these contracts. We took them. We are businessmen. We are in business to make profit. An opportunity for us to participate in a program that was beneficial to us, and we took it. Just come out and say that we're going to have a conversation about it. Right? Be man enough to say that. But come down from this high horse place. Where you're suggesting to the public that you are this good and righteous person. Where you know you collected 3 million from where?
Yes.
You know you collected 3 million, you didn't do the work.
Mary's Hill, to be exact. Mary's Hill Plain Field Connector Road. $3.3 million the contractor collected and the road was not done.
Come down from there. Come down from that place where you can offer another Tobagonian a contract of $479,000 to do a work, and you collect and go on with $14 million. Come down from there. Come down and let we be equal. Let's come together and let's build a Tobago that is based on merit, on fairness, on equity, where everybody have a chance. Not these few 2-3 people come down from that horse. That's all we've been saying for 4 years. You want to build a thing together? We've given one of the contractors who is now in an elevated position in the association several, not given, he has tendered and been awarded several projects. From my division infrastructure, $2.8 million for one project. That was awarded to him since in 2022. And no problem with that. You come and merit and you tender and you win and you sign off on the contract. We supervise the works, that is it. But don't pretend that you are this bastion of holiness and righteousness and process, and no you don't want to be so selected. Don't play that. Apologize to the people. Come on, man. How long we gonna continue this kind of I better than thou, I better than you kind of a mentality. I deserve this more than you, and come down from there.
Secretary, when we close in, nobody seemed to talk about the opportunity cost of the things that these guys did.
But we've been trying to do that. That's what we've been trying to do. But when secretaries say that they went and they take $165 million in bond financing and just give it away. That's what we're trying to say. The opportunity lost. The opportunity cost of that. And the interest payment consequent to that. That's what burden on us. It's because of this collusion between the PNM and these group of contractors to take all of this money. I said in a speech, it is about $1.8 billion that they commit in this source selection thing.
Of course. And where Tobago could have been now in 2025.
Let us do the right thing. And don't follow this madness and vote the TPP. Let's do the right thing. Vote the TPP.
Yes, sir.
Let us build a Tobago that is based on merit, equity, and equality. It's the only way we could go forward. We have work to do. We have a port to build. We have scaffold to rebuild. We have infrastructure to build out. We have roads to build. Let's all come together and do the thing properly. That's what we're saying. But in order to change and repent, you have to admit. Admit.
And there is space for retribution to it.
But meaning by retribution, I'm not the judgment. I'm not the judge.
Meaning you have money that you receive from the THA for things that you didn't do. You have to pay back the money.
But we'll have a conversation about that.
Yeah,
but
right.
let's not pretend that you are being apolitical with big people. Yesterday we come now. Let's not pretend it. Right. If you want to refute facts, put the facts and say, I did not receive 25 contracts signed on the same day.
Right.
But that's all the time. I say, okay, James lied.
Yes.
Right? But we all know.
Right.
The PNM is built up on lies.
Yes.
Thieving.
Yes.
And today go 18. Have a good day.
Indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for your time, right? And we felt it was critical to put this information in the space to have this kind of conversation, because we're in 2025, and we're on the cusp of an election. It's not just about the emotionalism, although that have its place in a vote, but also information. And so when you go to the polls on Monday, you vote for value, you vote for rightness, you vote for the upliftment, the advancement of Tobago. You vote for a team that have demonstrated the willingness to do the work to build out this greatest little island on the planet. A team that has demonstrated that it has the desire to see every Tobagonian prosper and thrive in this 116 square mile place. Right? So God bless you guys. Make sure you go. Those of you who are in Scarborough, Mount Grace, you have to vote for Trevor Williams and James. That is a no-brainer as far as I'm concerned. And of course, the rest of the island, vote for the TPP candidates. Put your X next to the anchor. God bless you. We talk again soon.